I am going to show you a clip of it from 3 months ago, and I promise you, this is not at 2x speed. Okay, so communication is definitely one of the most important skills here, if not the most important skill, because it is the only skill which is going to help you in pretty much every single area for life, for the rest of life, whether it's making money, relationships, making friends, mental health. And the more you daily learning this skill, the more opportunities you're going to miss. The younger you are, the better it is to learn this skill. And I had a very limited vocal range because I was speaking too fast. Notice how I am unable to speak the words completely and with full range of my pitch. If not, then look at this part again and focus on my words and my voice. Let's get some interesting reactions. So there was a girl who was like 27, 28, and like she was walking down the stairs. I started looking at her and like making eye contact with her. She was also looking at me and like she noticed that I was looking at her. All my videos, except the last 2 or 3, are like that. I was not able to bring much variation to my voice. It was like trying to make music with only 3 keys of a piano, which doesn't make sense. Now consider this graph. The y-axis represents your pitch. Higher pitch means a thinner, more girly voice. Lower pitch means a deeper, more authoritative voice. And this rectangle represents your entire range of pitch. Pink part is your girly voice and blue part is your deeper voice. And when talking, your voice fluctuates in this range. When speaking too fast, this range gets cut down, and it doesn't get cut down from both ends. Only the deeper part of your voice is cut down. Now what's the logic behind that? So your voice is produced by opening and closing of your vocal cords, or in simple words, vibrations in your vocal cords. When your vocal cords vibrate slower at a speed of 100 times per second, it gives a deeper voice, and when they vibrate faster at a speed of 200 times per second, it gives a thinner and more girly voice. When speaking too fast, more words need to come out of your mouth in a short period of time, and because of that, your vocal cords need to vibrate faster, leading to a more girly voice. Now look at this video of me from 2 weeks ago. So around a week ago, at this time, my exams were going on, and I was sitting in the classroom trying to remember the answer, and I just looked at the people in the classroom. It was very silent. Everyone was extremely focused on writing. Speaking slower relaxes your vocal cords, which gives you a more deeper voice, and that is also the reason that in morning your voice is more deeper than usual because your vocal cords are more relaxed, so speak more slower. Now try this exercise with me. Say the words everyone was actually focused on writing as quickly as possible. When I say it very quickly, I can only feel my mouth and my tongue moving. I don't feel any vibrations in my throat. Just try it again. Say the words everyone was actually focused on writing very quickly. You will notice that only the front part of your mouth and tongue is moving. Now force yourself to say it with extremely slow speed, as slow as you possibly can. Everyone was extremely focused on writing. When you force yourself to slow down and speak the words completely, you'll feel much intense vibrations in your throat and your voice gets much deeper. And that's our first point. Force yourself to slow down and speak the words completely. Try to relax your vocal cords. Now just like most of the other YouTube videos that you watch, you might forget this in 2 days. So you can set a daily alarm for this. Try to set the timings of the alarm so that it rings just before you're about to enter an environment where you need to speak. So for example, just before your school or college or work. The best part is it works both in short term and long term. It will give you a temporary deep voice like the one I have right now, and it will also train your vocal cords, which brings us to our next point. So this is the image of a pair of strong vocal cords, and this is the image of a pair of weak vocal cords. As you can see, the weaker pair of vocal cords cannot be closed completely, and that is because your vocal cords contains muscles just like your biceps. They work on the principle of use it or lose it. There was a time where I was a shut-in for almost a year. I didn't leave my house for days. There were days where I didn't speak a single word at all, like literally not even a single word. Even on the days where I did speak something, it was the bare minimum amount of words necessary to get the work done. Now thanks to puberty, my voice was already pretty bad, which got even worse because of not speaking enough. And thanks to YouTube, I have to speak around 4 hours every single week, which is a good amount of training to my vocal cords, and I can see the difference because of that. So on the days I record a video, I have to speak on camera for almost 2 hours in a single sitting. And after I'm done recording a video, my voice gets pretty groggy and my throat is quite irritated. In fact, for my last video, I spoke for almost 3 hours in a single sitting, and after recording that, I was hardly able to speak. But after that, when I rest for some time and don't speak anything for a while, my voice gets very smooth. You might have noticed this yourself. Sometimes when you shout a lot or speak a lot, your voice gets pretty groggy and your throat is quite irritated. But after some time, you get a very nice voice. Now, if you are really serious about training your vocal cords, It is much better for you to train it in a single day of the week instead of a little bit every single day, and that is because your vocal cords are very difficult to train. You have to put a high amount of pressure on them in a short period of time to train them. It is like training your biceps. To train them, you have to push them to failure twice a week instead of doing it a little bit every single day. So focus on these two things: technique and training, quality and quantity, and you will start seeing changes in a few months the same way I did. You can compare my voice in my oldest and my newest video at the time of you watching this video, and you will see a clear difference in both the voices. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I upload a video like this once every week. So in case if you are interested in such topics, subscribe to my channel and see you next week.